I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, ready, breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
I'll never back down. Thought I was 6 feet under. But now it's your turn to
Oh, it is Defenders Live. It's Tuesday,
The year of our Lord.
January and 15, 20 and...
January.
I mean, June. Son of a...
Jeez.
That's the day I've had. That's
A day for you.
a day
Holy-
that will live
In
in
infamy.
infamy.
So,
So there you go. It is June.
It's been a day.
June the
June
15th.
the 15th.
The year of our Lord, 20 and 21.
Right. So,
Welcome to the show.
welcome everybody.
I'm
to,
Dylan. It's Steve, in
Yeah,
case you're new.
yeah, mhm,
but most people aren't,
No, you're not.
which is, it actually breaks my heart.
It's saddening. Tell
mean,
people about us.
Not that I don't
No, no, no,
appreciate
no,
the
no,
people. No,
we
no,
love
no.
you
I gotta
all.
say this. I do dearly love everyone who actively and regularly listens to us or watches us. I truly do.
Yeah.
However, I have thought about it today while I was in the shower about how the world needs to be exposed to the.
I don't want you to expose yourself to the world.
Well, no, I don't either. But we as the show needs to be exposed
Even more?
to the masses,
Right,
Yeah,
right,
to
yeah.
more people than.
I mean, it's
than
not
just
like
we
we're in
have.
every social media platform possible, or we're at all the.
Well,
And I mean, not everyone, because there are some that
we
don't
are,
do.
but let's
But
be
it-
honest.
Also,
I suck at trying to maintain it.
yeah, you do.
I really
You
do.
And I don't have the time to.
I don't like doing it.
I
It's
know.
really what it is, and I want to find somebody to do it for me because I don't like it. I don't. It's so.
I got you.
Irritating
Well, so
and
I know,
crap,
and I know
but
you're
whatever.
avoiding this. You're avoiding this.
I am because
You're avoiding this because
I
you
don't trust you.
You don't know what this is.
Doesn't matter. I don't trust you at this point.
I know. I get it. I get it. But
it's
you don't know
not-
what this is. What I want you to watch this, and I want you to react while we watch this.
He is.
Da-da-da.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna say just based off of where you have this, and I understand
Yeah.
it's in process of sitting and it's
Right.
this
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
And
Mhm. That's because they had 5 minutes of like hugs.
I got it. But I'm just saying the way he's hunched right there, he look and just the gray.
Yeah.
looks way.
Oh, he looks so much older than
older than what?
Oh.
No, God bless him.
so much older. I don't know what happened to him
I don't either.
after he got off TV. Like he's
But
just grayed out.
God bless him.
He's almost all white.
It's
now.
almost like a president.
It's crazy.
It really is kind of
Yeah,
weird.
It's weird. It's awkward how that happened. Anyway,
but I don't. I am. I'm stalling because I don't want to because I don't trust you.
okay,
but-
I know, but just trust me on this one time, okay?
Yeah, I can't do that.
You're gonna
but you're
like
gonna hit
it.
the button anyway.
I'm gonna
so.
I'm gonna hit the button. You're gonna like it, okay? I'm gonna transfer the show. Okay, we're gonna do this there and do this here, and boom.
I guess this is it.
This is a
Yep.
delight to have
So
you here.
obviously,
Oh my God! There's nothing.
it's the
I
Late
wanted
Show
to do more than breathe
with
everyone's
Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. This
Now-
is what I know about you. This is what I know about you.
I'm saying that just because I want to make sure that everybody knows that's what we're watching. We're watching.
Yeah, I
Stephen
can't, yeah.
Colbert's
For those
Late
of you
Show.
on the radio,
And it
yeah.
is on. It is from a network television show. So more than likely, all of our videos are going to get pinged for it or whatever.
Oh yeah, and we're not. Yeah, we're gonna get muted.
It's
and
whatever and all the rest
stupid.
of it.
Well,
But
no,
we're using it as a reference,
so technically they shouldn't.
and we will make sure that the link to the video is there.
Yeah. So I don't know how else they can turn around and ping. But then again, they'll find.
They'll find a way,
reason.
whatever. Anyway,
They always
I just
do.
I wanted to say that in advance. This is the Late Show with Stephen Colbert and Jon Stewart, who in his heyday.
The Jon Stewart.
In his heyday, I used to watch the comedy thing, the comedy news thing that he did.
Jon Stewart.
He had some really good pieces.
He is a.
Generally okay.
I was
comedian.
gonna say when it comes to he's like a Bill Maher
Yeah, but
But
he's better than Bill Maher. As a
not
comedian
as vulgar.
standard.
Not as
Right,
vulgar.
Right, that's why he's better.
And yeah, I agree. But he's also a little bit more left and leaning, and very
Yes.
obviously so.
I would agree with you normally.
Okay.
I would agree with you normally.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
right.
Now I have a funny feeling.
Okay. Now I wanted to get there. Okay. Did you catch that?
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll be
he-
back with wherever this edit happened.
Yep. Yep. I caught that too. I was like, oh.
That means we'll be right back. Cut that shit out.
Oh yeah. Well, and cut what you can out.
Cut everything.
Yeah,
out.
whatever you could. And then they realized, well,
We can't.
we can't
None of it
cut it
makes
because then
sense.
he's gone, and
none of
yeah, and
it
it makes
makes
no
sense.
sense at all. So we have to leave it.
Yeah, and then they just posted it up on YouTube. Yeah. Okay, now here's my counter. Here's my counter for this.
Okay.
Okay. All that happened. Great. It was a great performance.
Oh, it was funnier than hell.
Amazing, right? Mm-hmm. What if that's exactly what it was?
What you mean the
Just a straight on
Daytona Beach herpes clinic?
Yeah, it was
Oh, okay.
all Daytona Beach herpes clinic.
Uh-huh.
It was all performance. What if it was? And it could have been.
It could have been.
It could have been. But if it wasn't, and that was actually Jon Stewart being Jon Stewart.
Yeah. Because he and Jon Stewart had this thing where, I mean, he was on the progressive side of things. A lot of it was because he was, they were
He was-
signing his paycheck.
Right. They were giving him money.
But he did kind of push back when he could
Yes.
Um,
in small ways.
in very, very, very,
Very small
You had to
ways.
look for him.
Yeah, a lot.
But no, I think with him now, he's like, I'm free.
I can do whatever.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Like cut my pension? Like I've earned this junk. You can't legally. You can't touch me.
Can't
now.
touch it.
So
Can't touch it.
Yeah, I was going to say he's MC hammering across that stage, and I think what they thought was, so this is what happens. The downside to being in that kind of a situation is a lot of the people in the higher ups, like in the CBS and the Daily Show and all that goes, they thought that he actually, because he towed the line, they thought he truly bought into it. That's what they thought, and
Yeah.
I think they were convinced that even after he left, they're like, oh yeah, no, he's going to toe the line for us. He's going to be right there. This is going to be a great thing. They had no idea he was going to come out there and do that. I don't believe for a second they knew.
You thought that, yeah. You're saying that they did not believe that Jon Stewart, the guy who had been on network television for so many years,
Yes, and
was
told
gonna,
that line
was
for
gonna
so long.
walk out on stage and say something that they just can't believe.
They thought, no, I'm saying they thought that they had him brainwashed enough. That's what I think.
You might be right.
And he came back to it in enough time of sitting there because he's an intelligent guy. He's
did
not
say-
stupid.
He did say very specifically, I've been alone for 15 months.
I've been alone for a very long time. And that kind of stuff is true. When you stop and can think about stuff, is it a possibility that's how it happened? Absolutely. There's nothing crazy about connecting the dots and thinking
Sometimes.
that that's a possibility.
As long as you keep it in the realm of possibility.
Yeah, but I'm
unless
saying,
when it comes to the Wuhan.
but that's in
Because
the realm
the-
of possibility.
But the Wuhan is no longer a possibility. It is reality.
Well, yeah, but I mean that was him. That was his extent of towing that line.
Yeah.
Was he kept saying possible,
Possible.
possible,
Possible.
but he kept pushing it
As hard as possible.
as hard as possible because it felt good. Apparently, felt good. Nice you say knee over on Twitter. Wow, the thought of that Dylan Lyles thinking about exposing himself to listeners like me is off-putting.
It is a bit.
So are the clothes, apparently.
Yeah. Well,
Well, that's what makes the exposure possible.
northern exposure.
Well, it'd have to be. There ain't nothing down south. What?
Sorry.
What? You're silent right there.
Yeah,
I thought you
yeah,
were carrying
I
on.
was just- I'm wondering,
There's
like-
people commenting through Facebook and
Oh,
the
yeah, of
YouTubes
course,
and D
so, yeah.
Lives and everything else, and I figured you would have snatched that.
Marcus Lazare over there on the Facebook says Stephen Colbert is a weenie boy putts and as funny as stepping in dog do with white suede loafers.
Well,
it's funny if somebody else does it.
I was gonna say, to a point, if you're gonna have to step in dog poo, I'd rather be wearing the loafers than barefoot.
Yeah.
But I do see your point because it is a mess to clean up. No pun intended. Well, it is because it'll stain too.
Yeah.
And you have to scrub it, and then you never get it because what'll happen is where the stitching kind of it overlaps,
And it'll get stuck in the stitching?
on in between the stitching and
Yeah.
on the edge of the fabric that's not polished.
Oh,
And
the
it'll
unpolished fabric.
and it'll
never get out of there.
never come out.
No, because
it'll never come out.
That polish is what really keeps it.
I know, but I agree with you, Stephen Colbert. Like I don't mind him when he does TV and he does movies like shows. But when he opens his mouth for regular stuff, I'm just like,
Don't
no,
do it.
Please don't.
No.
Because you're not funny anymore.
It's what it is, though.
It's like Trevor Noah all the time.
All the time.
Oh. If I can get the
Stuff?
the credentials and stuff that I need to, that will be because that
Yeah, that's part of the conversation.
Part of that
we had.
conversation we had, on Saturday.
yeah.
That's I'm
Part
gonna
of it. Yeah.
if I get that, that's the
yeah,
first thing that's happening.
Right.
First thing. And I don't care if it gets it taken away after that. That's the first damn thing that gets
The
happening.
first and only thing.
Every
happening.
one of them. Click, 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 click. Done.
That'd been fun. That'd been good.
It works for me.
It'd be good. That'd be fun. Let's get real. Let's get heavy. Anyway. But yeah,
Whatever.
that's I gotta say
I
that.
just look at it like that. We're just living rent free. And that makes me happy. At
That's
this
true.
point.
That is true.
I'm starting to get to that point. I mean, I'll admit it's irritating, but
Rent free.
I'm rent free, and I don't. You know how many times I think about it?
None.
Never. Like I move on.
Only
and
when I
it's
see
done.
it.
Yeah,
And then I move away from it again.
I don't even do that. Don't even do that. I'm like,
Don't even do it.
hey.
That's it. Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, really though. Like, if that all was just a big act,
It was a good act.
it was really good, right?
If it was fake, that was
Amazing.
That's Oscar award winning.
Right.
Like, I say give him the
Give him his due.
Golden Globe, something like
Right.
he deserves an award for that. The Academy Award, I don't care, whatever it is, all of them, whatever.
Yeah, all
hell,
of
give them the Nobel Prize or Pulitzer at this
Sure,
point.
you might as well.
They're all in that
For
same
peace.
level anyway. They're all at the same level anyway. Who cares?
It'd be good.
Steam show.
This is Defenders Live.
So was I right?
No, I'll
Was
get.
that- was-
I
Were you okay?
I'm not
Pleasantly surprised this time?
pleasantly surprised. I will
Okay.
not say you were completely redeemed, but I was pleasantly surprised.
I'll take not completely redeemed because durian. But
Yeah, no, that one will live in infamy. That
that
one.
will be forever.
There's a lot of.
And also the fact that my entire purpose in life right now is just to make your head explode every night. So
Well, I mean, makes for good radio.
it really
apparently.
does. It does. It's great.
Big Poodle Snark Jack Clover on Twitter. I've been through Hershey many times, and let me tell you, you haven't seen anything until you've seen some of that hot steam shovel on a cocoa bean action.
I have. I've seen this. I've seen this action.
You have?
I have smelled this action
Okay.
because I've gone through Hershey multiple times as well.
I've never been to Pennsylvania.
Oh, but Hershey, Pennsylvania is amazing.
I've never been to Pennsylvania. I would like to go.
So
Um,
my aunt, she worked for a company for quite a long. She's retired now,
okay.
but she worked for a company for quite a long time.
Okay.
And the entire purpose of the company, they wanted to have like family and friends gather together, and
What is this, a funeral?
like twice a year, like get together and have fun. So what they did was
Like they actually had like a
they would
company
buy
picnic
out-
kind of thing?
Yeah, a company picnic, but with all of you. Like you could invite literally all of your family.
like this is my cousin twice removed.
Yeah,
kind of.
it doesn't
oh
matter.
my God.
So,
okay.
and the way that it happened is though that you had to pay for the tickets,
well, obviously,
Right.
That's why they let anybody
and so
in.
they do King's Dominion, and they still do it. King's Dominion and Hershey Park. So,
Okay. Okay.
at the beginning half of the year, King's Dominion.
Okay.
Ending of the year, Hershey Park.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was the staple. Like that was the family reunion.
Everyone,
thing.
it's up there with Christmas. They look forward to it every year.
Right. For a while, that was what it was, you know,
Okay.
because she was always active. She could buy the tickets immediately, and then we just pay her for it. And, you know,
Yeah, whenever you
she'd
got there or
advance us.
whenever,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we'd go get them, the whole deal. And it was, you know, it's never everybody
Of course not.
because not everybody can make it every time. But you'd get to see family that you don't actually get to see. Plus, it's like maximum 1,000 people at the park at the time because it's only they bought out the day.
So it literally is just those
It's
people.
just employees of that company and their families.
Nice.
So you can take the time and do everything.
So there's no stupid lines or anything like
if
that.
they
I mean,
are,
there is,
they're
but
small.
it's
They're
yeah,
not-
it's
they're not
it's a
huge.
normal line, not like
Right.
I've been waiting in line for 4 hours
Yeah.
to
So they
ride
used it-
Splash Mountain.
They did that, and so as a kid,
yeah.
that was awesome because we went to King's Dominion and then we went to Hershey Park at the end of the year. So King's Dominion, Hershey Park, King's Dominion, Hershey. That was the deal. Like, if we didn't do that,
I'm trying to
it was
think.
terrible. And then the other thing was we had Six Flags because I used to live in Georgia when
Yeah.
I was a young.
Yeah.
And so we'd go to Six Flags. Like my parents had a season pass or whatever.
Yeah.
They had season passes, so they could take the entire family out there.
I don't know.
good.
I don't know. I think I'm trying to remember.
Hershey Park was definitely a long ways away from Georgia, by the way. That is an 8-hour drive,
Yeah.
Minimum.
No. Yeah. No.
and that's oof.
because I was say it's 5 or 6 from here.
Yeah, That was a
So-
minimum 8-hour drive, and it was buddy.
Yeah.
was it
no,
bad?
I'm not a fan. No, I've only been to 2 amusement parks in my entire life. I've been to Busch Gardens, and I think it was King's Dominion.
King's Dominion.
I
Like it's up the road.
think-
It's up the road. I mean, that
Yeah,
makes
I think
sense.
I'm saying that's the one. I think
That
we
makes
went to. It was
sense.
those 2. Well,
Yeah.
Carowinds is down south, or it
Yeah.
was. I don't know if
No,
Carowinds
it
still
is.
exists anymore. Does it?
It is. Yeah, it's just on the border of
Because
North and
it's
South Carolina.
Carowinds and
It's like on the south end of Charlotte.
Emerald Point.
Yeah, the water park. Yeah.
Yeah. I never got to go to those 2, but I'm not a big
Carowinds
like
is
at the
actually
time
nice.
I was a teenager. I'm like, yeah, let's do it, and I'm trying to make friends with people, and I'm like, let's
That
do
didn't
this.
work.
Well, no, but I mean, I did it to do that. I also went to Colonial Williamsburg. I did.
Did you try to make friends there too?
I did.
It's a bit awkward with the days in
The
Dallas.
chaperones found me trying to churn butter. It was really weird.
Yeah, but did you
I did.
see?
I did.
No
I
problem.
also learned at Williamsburg, Colonial Williamsburg, that if you ever notice all of the colonial artistry, the pictures, the portraits that they painted, everybody has their leg kind of out
Slightly.
and twisted,
yeah.
kind of like a goofy looking ballet.
Yeah, like
type
slightly
pose.
crooked. Yeah.
Do you know why?
No.
Okay. So back then, and everybody's talked about it now, back in the day, the bigger the woman, the more you wanted them because that meant they come from wealth and they were,
Stock.
they were good stuff.
The heavier they were, the more stock they had.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember that, daggone it, Louis Prima song off the top of my head, but I can't. No, yeah, the bigger the figure, the better I like them. Yeah. But the reason why the guys' legs out were like that, if you notice, they're only on guys. They had their legs out like that because what they were doing is flexing their calf muscle. If you flexed your calf muscle, the bigger same thing works for the women. For the guys, if you flex your calf, the bigger the calf muscle, the more work and walking he did, which would imply that he owned more land, he had more stuff.
Right. Or
And-
that he was just a workhorse.
No, because those guys were never in social circles.
Right.
So if he was a socialite and
But he
had
also had
giant
big
calves, then he was a walker. He did a lot of stuff. He had a lot of stuff to maintain. And that's what, so that, ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever wondered why they all stood that way and that one foot is out and cocked, that's why.
He was flexing.
He was literally flexing.
He was flexing for the photo.
It's exactly what it was.
Or painting. And think about that. You have to flex for like 10 hours for a painting.
Well, you don't have to fully flex. You just have to pull your leg out there. But I will admit that it was from that day until today, and and probably the rest of my life, I will forever have like a complex about my calves. I'm not gonna lie.
We need to do a flex.
I'm not gonna know
We
because
need a flex picture.
I've always been told, like I've always had chicken legs.
We need a flex picture, and you need to do leg day, son.
like from the from now I wish I could. No, like from the knee down, especially like straight up chicken leg.
Really?
Like, oh yeah. Because I seriously, when I
know.
say chicken leg, I
Yeah.
mean literally like imagine a drumstick from the ankle to the thigh
It's nothing.
is nothing. From the thigh up, tree trunk. At least it used to be. Like now it's more gelatinous, but
It's gooey.
it's more like a sponge. But I digress. It's still, poo. And I had tried all the years that I'd worked out and all the stuff I did. I could never get like that big defined. And I just,
I think I know. I think I know.
you know why I did
Yeah,
that?
I
or-
think I know why you didn't have. See, yep, we got blocked from Facebook.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we got blocked for a minute from Facebook, so that's fun.
Which doesn't make sense because we were doing exactly what they say to do. Whatever.
Anyway, it's
I don't
fine.
care.
Anyway, so yeah, actually, I do.
Do what?
I know why you didn't have big calves, because I did have big calves.
Okay.
Like my calf muscles are,
We're ginormous.
for my size,
Yeah.
and I mean, still they're pretty good.
Well, I know one of the reasons why I wasn't doing it. Like I wasn't pushing. Like there's a lady I grew up with,
Yeah.
I had friends with her, the mom, and what she would do is get on a treadmill, but she wouldn't turn it on.
Oh, she just pushed the treadmill with
Yes.
her feet.
When I say this woman had calves, son of a bitch. Dude, when I'm like, it was like ankle.
Do you understand how much tension's on those things?
Yes. Okay. Those of you watching, I'm gonna do the best I can. So look, here's the ankle. Come up, calf. When I say the woman had to wear capris or had to wear shorts year round,
her calves
I'm
are-
not kidding. It was insane.
Okay, so
Like the calf muscles had calf muscles. It was incredible.
no. So listen. Okay, I did marching band, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I had to have.
Oh yeah, because you're doing the march. Yeah,
I'm
that
doing
makes
march,
sense.
and I'm walking backward, which means I'm on the tips of my toes.
Yep.
Doing a formation.
Got a
march
goofy
back.
high step and
Yeah,
working
yeah,
back. Yeah.
yeah, and doing the whole deal. Also, I played DDR for years, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
You want to know what actually burnt when you're done playing like one round, one good round of DDR. Do you know what burns?
I'm assuming it's the calves.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That is all it is. It is
Yeah.
from your ankle all the way up your calf and to the back of your knee. That is all that hurts ever. No, it's like a drummer. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like a drummer. Drummers can be stick thin,
And their
but they have
forearms-
Popeye arms.
yeah, because it's all forearm.
It's
all in the wrist.
everything is in the wrist and the forearm.
Yep.
And so it's the same thing with
I
drummers.
know. I know.
But that's the deal.
I could never get it, and it always made me giggle.
Oh, so you could. You know how you?
Well,
can?
no, I could. Like right now, if I
No, you could do it now.
I know I could do it.
You could do it right now.
I know I could. It's
You
the
could-
whole.
You could be doing it right now.
You stand on a ledge and.
No,
I mean in the
you
chair.
could be doing under the chair right
I
now.
know.
You could be flexing those calves right now under the chair, sir.
I could.
You could. All you got to do is just force it up on your toes
And
as
hold
hard-
it until it screams.
and then drown. That and then down. And keep doing that, buddy.
Yeah, but then
I
I'm
know
gonna-
it's I
Just
don't
so
know
we're
why
clear.
calf talk
Yeah, but I was gonna say, but then I would be the fat guy
with big calves.
with man boobs and giant muscular solid. I mean,
But at least you
the
wouldn't have
rest
a
of me
problem.
is flimsy. But those calves, you can bounce a quarter off of
At
them, man.
least you would never have a problem with your calves anymore.
At this point, I think I've honestly, if I had to pick a muscle group that I want to get back to what they used
Your
to be,
arms?
it would be default chest. Because the arms and shoulders by default would come up from that.
So
I desperately, because I used to have, you have to understand, you did marching band.
Yeah.
You did all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Growing up, my mom helped with a food ministry
Yeah.
that was actually very, I don't want to say popular. I don't know how do you describe a beneficial, I don't know what you want to call it.
Yeah. I got you. I know what you're talking about.
But I mean, it was to a point where 3, 4, 5 days a week, we were, going to different grocery stores and carrying out, because at the time, and I don't know if they still do it here or not, but the state of North Carolina had it was a law that if a nonprofit wanted to go to a grocery store and ask them for their old expired stuff,
Yeah.
they gave it to them, and the store would get credit for it.
Right. They'd get a
I don't know if it still happens now.
Yes, it does.
I assume it did.
It does.
but,
Yeah.
you know.
Because you have all the other ministries that do that all the time.
So we used to carry out, and I'm not kidding. In some instances, like we would carry out 900,000 pounds worth of meat. And when I say carry them, I mean we would pull them from the van. My mom had to buy vans specifically for this. We picked it up, and I'm 13 at the time, and I'm carrying 150 pounds of meat from the van across a garage, up like 5 or 6 stairs, through the room, around the corner, through the kitchen, down a garage set of stairs, or not a garage, but basement stairs.
Yeah.
So those are fun.
Those are great.
Go down into there and then dump them. And that was at least until they put everything, the freezers in there.
Nice freezers. Yeah.
But still, they put the freezers in the garage eventually.
Oh, that's nice.
But I was having to do that.
Yay.
And we're talking, again, I would hump 1,000 pounds easy after a while.
Yeah. No, yeah.
So I was like, again, everything from
Up.
core up
Was good.
I was good. From core down,
Yeah.
like a pixie stick. It was
like
tiny.
It's like when I did roofing for a while.
Oh, God.
And so I'd be carrying, shoulders of
Of
shoulders
shingles up the
yeah,
ladder.
shingles, an entire pack of shingles on each shoulder as you're going upstairs, or like leaning against a ladder as you're stepping one step at a time.
One at a time. so you
taking
don't
one step at a
fall
time
and
so you
die.
don't fall, and making sure you keep your balance, the whole deal. Hoisting up like,
Because it's not so much that you
and
don't want to.
I'm small, okay? I'm a small guy. I'm not
Yeah.
anymore, but I was a small guy. Like I'm short.
And
but
it's not so much that you don't want to fall off to get hurt. It's the fact that you don't want to fall because you know that you're going to get yelled at for the amount of paperwork that he's going to have to fill out. And
if you
handle.
don't, even if you don't get hurt. Yeah.
And so
No. Well, my boss was my dad.
Oh, well, he'd kick your ass for a whole different reason.
No, and I used to have a pair of shoes from that that were so slick it could slide on anything. Oh, it was so great. I had a pair of shoes that I could glide anywhere, and they didn't have the little wheelies on the bottom.
You
Slide.
slid. You didn't roll. You slid.
Yeah, it was
Gotcha.
almost like a hovercraft on my shoes.
That will also
Frictionless
work your calves.
pass by.
Yeah, that'll work your calves
Yeah,
too.
because you got to keep your balance.
Yeah. Big Pharma Steve over on Twitter. So I've been picked on for years for my legs. My calves are 21 to 22 inches round,
All muscle.
all muscle. The rest of me is flab, but I could kick a ball through a gymnasium wall.
That's awesome.
See, but that was me. I was the same thing in reverse.
Yeah.
Like I could punch something. I had the, I'm not kidding. The upper body strength that I had was insane.
Right.
Okay. But I couldn't kick a kickball.
Dink.
It was like, ooh. Like, oh, no, just run. We'll handle it. Just run.
Just run. It's fine.
I could.
Hey, you have no force in the legs. You just go and tackle somebody.
Yeah, it was.
Make sure you get in the air first.
Do you know how hard it is to be that top heavy? Just
No,
so we're
I
clear.
don't. No,
No, it
have no idea.
sucked.
I have no idea.
Do you know how many times I've fallen over? Do you know? Okay, in all seriousness, and again, I don't know why we're stuck on this,
don't know, but it's
I'm
fun.
enjoying it and it's fun. So the downside to having literal chicken legs, pocky legs, whatever you want to call them,
Yeah.
is I have rolled my left ankle so many times.
Oh.
It's to a point now that it naturally will just
click out.
Yeah. Well, I haven't,
It'll
praise
roll.
God, hallelujah, I haven't broke anything and I haven't had to have surgery.
Yep.
But I've come close. The worst accident I ever did. This is just to show you how natural it was for me to roll my ankle. I was working in a tow truck.
Yeah.
And it was the big one, the flatbed one, the one that has this, like the two-step.
Yeah, the really big one, yeah.
ones. And it was raining and I was getting this car, it was a transport. And I opened the door, and it's at that height, I was also in a hurry.
It's at the height where you can't just step out.
No. You have to take a step or two down to get to the ground.
Yeah.
And so I open the door, and I'm trying to be fast because it's raining. It's 5 o'clock. This is the last thing I got to do. I go home when I'm done. So I swung sideways in the seat and just kind of slid.
Oh, no.
I missed the stairs entirely.
Yeah.
The 2 steps there entirely
the
landed. And we're talking the 3-4 feet.
Yeah.
About 3 feet. Easy.
Yeah, but you weren't expecting that.
From that distance, solid on my ankle. The only thing that saved me from breaking it was the fact that we've got them from work, the work boots.
Yeah.
That lace up past your ankle.
All the way past.
I always had them tied tight. The only thing that saved me from breaking it was that.
Oh, because you had added support.
Because I had that little bit of added support. It also was what kept it from swelling.
Yeah, because you knew
The
that.
moment I got home
You opened it up and boom.
and I untied it and I felt it go. And it took my ex-wife and me like 20 minutes to pull that boot off. And when I say I put one foot up next to the other one. And when I say the difference looked like that, it was at least 2 to 3 times bigger. Easy.
Oh, yeah.
Black on the ankle, all up. Oh, it was so bad. And especially since then, and being old and apparently fragile now, and it's still top heavy, but now it's at least the center of gravity's dropping a little bit.
Just a hair.
Because it's moved from like
The chest all the
all
way down
muscle, chest, and
to the
shoulders
stomach.
now it's fat in the stomach.
You're at least your midline
The
now.
center of gravity's moving closer, so I don't tip over as
Right,
much.
right. To the center. It's moving to the center.
Yeah, it's moving towards center.
I've got a low center of gravity.
Yeah, you do.
I really do. Like
I
I've
had
got
a high
very-
one.
I've got a very low center of gravity.
That's the only thing that scares me if I ever lose the stomach. Is I don't. My center of gravity actually sits about here,
yeah.
which sucks.
And you think it's
because-
going to go up to your shoulders almost.
And it almost feels like that. It almost feels like
You
that.
need leg
And
day, buddy.
Well, again, especially in the current, minus the money factor of it.
Right.
In the current employment situation that I am in, now is the time to
Beef out.
beef out. And I wish I could,
You can.
and I can't.
Yes, you can.
How?
Yeah.
How?
Uh,
I shut that down.
you want to guest with me?
I can. I mean, but it has to be regular.
I know.
Not to actually work a schedule out.
I know.
But if I'm down, I have nothing else to do.
I need to use it.
I've made phone calls. I've done a couple of things today to, show wise of, a couple of ideas and threw some things together, talked to some people, but I don't do anything. I had my kids and apparently we're taking care of a farm now.
Yes, you are.
The girlfriend's got 4 chickens.
I don't know how we got here, but we
And
wasted 30 minutes.
I don't,
of the
that's why I'm
show
saying at
already.
this point, we've got
Might as well keep on talking.
5 or 6 minutes left
Yeah.
before the break. So
But so you've now got chickens.
she's got 4 chickens,
2 more dogs,
2 dogs,
3 dogs. total.
well, 3 dogs total. One of them is on death's door.
About to be dead.
God bless him. He's blind in one eye. He can't hear anything.
You know when people say God bless them, you know that person is in dire straits.
The dog doesn't. I mean, he doesn't. When he goes outside to go to the bathroom, he doesn't realize that he's wandered into the street. And I live on a country road, but where I live, it's a curve in front of the house, and people, because it's a country road,
They fly.
love to fly through there.
Oh yeah, it's only 50 miles an hour, but
Yeah, it's
still.
a 45 speed zone, and there are people hauling at 60 or 7, and I do it too. I'm not gonna
Oh
lie.
yeah.
But I'm waiting for the day that thump. Yeah, it's gonna happen. But he is just this old crotchety thing. She's had him forever. God bless him. He better live for a while because I don't know if I could deal with
Her.
a lot of. Well, okay.
The emotion.
Well, that I feel bad because I know that kind of attachment to an animal, and
Yeah.
I don't. I'm
You don't
afraid of
wanna-
that.
You don't like dealing with that.
Well, nobody does,
It's
but
like leg day.
it's going to
You-
happen.
It's like leg day. You just don't want to deal with it.
I can handle leg day. I just
Right.
I could never do just leg day. I found that out. Yeah, when I used to
when
work
we were
out
doing-
before, I would do leg day, but I'd have to be like, all right, I have to go do like at least a little bit of arms or something. I had to because it feels awkward.
Yeah.
But no, we got 4 chickens. We got two puppies, border collie hound mixes, and it's just, oh God. And her mom's garden is exploding, and so it just like it's, and then she's talking about getting a goat. I'm like, where are you gonna put it? Because we rent the property, we don't own nothing. Like, I don't want to have I don't mind the idea of a goat, but
No.
I'm gonna keep it on like a
leash and just let it make sure that you never have to mow the lawn.
she agreed that like she liked the idea of putting on a dog runner
Yeah, and then
and just let it run.
the best part about it is with goats is that you never have to mow the lawn again.
At least where that dog or where that dog runner extends to.
Oh yeah, you know what? You can put it in like little like key loop things, and so it goes all the way around to just keep on going.
The problem with that is you also have to deal with poo.
It's a goat.
Oh, that's all. And 2 dogs. 3 dogs.
3 dogs
And a cat.
and chickens
And children.
and kids.
Like I don't need
You have a farm.
I do have a farm on a non-farm space.
Old McDillon had a farm.
It was a girlfriend's idea. Okay. No,
He blames her for it.
I do. It wasn't. She picked it all out. It was. She liked it, and I mean, hey, she's happy. That's what makes me happy. But at the same time,
At the same time.
like while we're on the sense of nonsense and everything else, we have time to kill. Don't forget 4th of July.
Yes.
We're barbecuing. We got the things up on the Facebook. I gotta. If you haven't checked it out, go to DOAE Show Facebook. It's right there on that. I still haven't, and I apologize. It's my fault. I still haven't moved it over to the new Facebook page.
So just go to DOA Show.
DOAE Show on Facebook. Check out that event. Let us know if you're going because it's either next week or the week after. We're cutting it off. As far
technically
as
the week after.
Yeah. So it's because we're going to need whatever the head count is. That's how we're going to,
how we're
let
gonna
the guys
present
know
it.
so we can get, the food properly set up and blah, blah, blah. Because the original discussion was he was offering to bring about 100 people's worth of barbecue.
Wow.
And
If there's not 100 people, we want to know.
that's what I'm saying. I don't have space in my fridge nor the desire to eat 100 people's worth of barbecue.
Well, I mean,
I'd never eat anything else again for the rest of the year.
I wouldn't eat that much, but I can't.
I can't either. That's my point.
I'd run out of barbecue. I'd have to throw away half of it.
I would too, and I don't want that, and I don't want them to have to spend the money on that. So, if you for some reason are having issues, you don't use the Facebooks, whatever.
Yeah.
Email us at doaeshow@gmail.com. We'll give you all the information that you need. Just let us know if you're even thinking
Interested.
about going. Yeah,
Just
because if we're not, then, that's fine. We're okay with it. We just needed to make sure for food purposes that everything's be handled. But, the American Huddle guys are going to be out there with us. They're helping to bring the food and running alongside us with this.
That's right.
We have to go to that place and get the stuff for the fireworks.
Yep.
Between now and then as well.
Yep.
We're
do.
gonna have fireworks. I gotta double check with him when there may be a band.
Maybe. You gotta
I know
really
Taste
check
It-
on that.
I know. I just thought about that. Taste and Jamaican will be out there with a booth. They will be offering samples plus, the opportunity to buy the salsas and rubs and things if you like it. So,
All the things.
I got the Operation Stop CPS are supposed to be out there with us as well, and it's going to be just a fun family time, hanging out, eating barbecue, jaw jacking, enjoying Independence Day the way it should be done,
With a
and-
little extra.
with a little extra, and then in the night we'll launch off some fireworks and
As soon as it gets dark.
and send y'all home.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
check it out. 4th of July, North Carolina. All the address, everything is all on the
All the
Facebooks.
Facebooks.
Again, if you are listening through podcast or some distance thing or whatever, you're in the area, you would like to go, you're more than welcome to go. It is $5 a plate.
Yep. If you want to eat.
If you want to eat and go that route, let us know.
DOAE show.
at gmail.com or at DOAE Show on Facebook.
Right.
And check out all that cool stuff there.
We got it all there.
It's going to be fun. I'm actually excited. I'm going to have the kids with me. The girlfriend's going to be there. There are a few Mojo hosts who have been hard maybes. I'm not even going to beg them to come to confirm.
No. If they're here, they're here. If they're not,
Yeah, if
they're
they
not.
show up, they do. If they don't, they don't. And that just makes it more of an enticement for everyone else
Right.
that wants to go. You know, if you not only don't know who the hosts are, but aren't even sure they're going to show up, but you might be able to meet your favorite Mojo host.
Right.
You might.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Unless it's Brad Staggs.
Well, yeah, and he definitely is not coming, and that's just because
He's not flying right now.
he doesn't want to fly.
He's got a case of the olds.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to drive, which I don't blame him. That's a 22-hour trip,
It's a really long drive.
and he won't sleep on my couch. So,
Really? Why not?
well, he might, but it might not be intentional.
Oh,
He might sit down and be like, "Oh, this is comfy."
Passed out.
You know,
Yeah.
Again, the olds.
The
So-
olds. Get the case of the olds.
But what helps keep the olds away is American Pride Roasters coffee.
American Pride Roasters coffee?
It is. It is historically great coffee. Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com. That is AmericanPrideRoasters.com. Flavored coffees and just regular cups of Joe. They got the chocolates. They have teas. So many things to choose from. You will
You'll love it.
You will love it. There's nothing on there you won't love. I promise you that. Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
You can also go to mojo50.com. That's where you find all the rest of those famous hosts and all the shows that they have. That's mojo50.com. Don't forget to go there and see all of that.
And then there's our website, DOAEshow.com. DOAEshow.com is where you find the archives, stuff we have going all the way back to the very beginning or damn close to it. You got the shop. Become a Defender with us, $5 a month or $50 a year. Helps us keep the lights on and make things better for you. Follow us on all the social medias at DOAE Show. There's another hour still to come. Don't go nowhere. We'll be back.
Coffees.
Get the fainting goats. No, I can't do that.
Why not? Those are awesome.
Because the one day I go to make them faint, they'll end up dying and I won't know it.
No.
I'm like, wow, Muffin hasn't moved in a week.
I think it's being eaten by flies.
I don't. Is it normal for them to lay there and have flies collect? I don't know. It's not right. Something is askew. I don't know. I haven't farmed in years.
Yes, you have. On the games.
That's true, but that's different.
Yeah, that is very different.
Alan's crying for some reason.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, this was said earlier, but
Yeah.
I have a feeling, but I don't know.
Hooked on a feeling
I'm high on believing
that you're in love with me.
lips as sweet as candy.
Always on my mind.
See, the problem is I want to turn around and do other voices for that too, and I just can't stop laughing and actually concentrate to do one.
Thanks.
It's on my mind.
Right.
Shut up. You're just biased.
Yep.
We know where your bread's been buttered.
Oh.
Well, we all know that one. I mean, you have 4 kids. So
Yeah,
we all
right,
know
right,
where
right.
It's
all
been
there.
buttered.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's normal.
Slather that everywhere.
Ew. That stuff is meant to be contained.
Okay. I stick it in the bun.
Yeah, and that's fine.
It's fine.
But you keep it there. Like it is not supposed to be,
I said bun.
Yeah, no, I got that. But it's not supposed to be like on the table.
Right.
Or
Well, why not?
Because it's gravy.
Gravy goes in a boat, which is on the table.
That's not the same thing.
That sounded good.
That's the only way I can do it.
Really?
I got to grab a hold of here and twist my elbows out and then pull up.
Yeah. See, I can just go.
Yeah, you and the girlfriend both.
Yeah.
I hate you. I can't do that.
You have to full stretch it. Yeah, that's because your arms don't bend past.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
You don't have to hyper.
I don't.
I
My
have
arms
extended
are
arms.
my arms are normal.
I know. I know.
Oh, good Lord.
We've done one story.
I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, ready breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
I'll never back down. Thought I was 6 feet under.
I'll look at it. I'll figure it out.
Oh, I'm in the wrong one.
Yeah, you're in the wrong one anyway.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, you sent her to the wrong page, didn't you?
No. She was not okay. Mom, it's on the other one. It's on the other.
It's on the other
Facebook
page. DOA, sure.
I know. I haven't put it on this one. I
Yeah, he hasn't done
apologize.
that yet.
I'm sorry.
He's terrible about this.
And you don't have to do that. I love you and I appreciate it, but you don't have to do that. You don't. I love you dearly, but I'd rather you come down and visit for that.
Right.
So there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Should I be worried?
What?
Should I be worried?
About what?
Mojo Riverfish just sent me
Oh no.
a video.
Oh no.
And it's it's apparently an AmericanPrideRoasters.com. I'm assuming it's a commercial he did.
He did a commercial.
Should I just, instead of watching this, should I just send that to you and we just throw it up real quick?
I mean, send it to me.
Let's do
Just
that.
Send it to me. Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's see if I can do. It's gonna go through Messenger. Dag on it.
It's okay.
Can you make it still work? Oh, you can still make it work. All right.
It'll go.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Send it to the wrong one.
It's fine. It's fine. It's there. Look, it's there. Oh yeah, you sent it there. Okay.
That's what I meant. I just saw your name. I didn't see his behind it. But anyway, that's fine.
okay. We're gonna pop that.
Kenzie, don't pay attention to that. That's not for you.
Nope. That's not how it is. There.
Anyway,
Try. Yeah.
welcome to the show.
Hi,
Hour
everybody.
2. Yeah.
Right.
Hour 2.
Hour 2.
Let's see. Peekapoo Snarky Jackhole over on Twitter. You're not sending me home after the fireworks. I rented a hotel room and won't be leaving until Monday. Fair enough.
Yeah. Right.
Fair enough.
Right.
I now, in all honesty,
Mm-hmm.
4th of July is Sunday.
Right.
So you'd be leaving the next morning.
Yeah.
So
You'd have to. 'cause you're
at this point, aren't we just kind of splitting hairs?
I think so.
I'm just saying.
I think so. All right.
But I'm
okay.
excited. Are you
Let's
ready
see.
to do this?
Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I got it. Got it in there. You got here, and then
You just do-
we're gonna do here, and then we're gonna do here, and then so we got to play it from the Facebooks.
Yeah,
because
we
you're
have to
using
do
from
it
the
that
Facebooks.
way, which is probably going to get us pinged again. But
Yeah.
what the
but
hell
that's
ever.
fine. Okay. All right. Let's
So-
see if it'll work here. And okay.
So this
good.
is the Mojo Riverfish,
apparently did a video
AmericanPrideRoasters.com commercial.
commercial.
Go ahead.
All right.
Let's see.
American Pride Roasters. Ready for my run now.
Well,
Wow.
he has been doing training
A lot.
for a Is it a 5K?
Is it a 5K?
I think it's a 5K he's doing. Which I mean,
He's got good calves.
he does. Well, that's because he runs. He runs. I can't do that. I don't run. I don't like to run. That's why I allegedly have firearms.
Right.
Because I don't like
You
to
don't
run.
want to run.
I just don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I get it.
Don't like to run.
I get it.
I wish I could. I told him, we had a conversation about this. I wish there was a stretch in my life I forced myself to try and run.
Yeah.
And I did it for like 2 days.
I mean, no. Hold on. That's not true.
No, I mean straight up run.
Oh, like run.
I
Do run.
I do run.
Okay.
Yeah. Like legit, I'm going to run, lace up the shoes, get down the driveway, take a lap or two around the block, kind of run.
So, yeah.
I did that
Well, that's
for
what we
about
did.
2, maybe
No.
3.
We did it.
Yeah, no, okay, I'm thinking before that.
Okay. Because we did it for like a month.
See, that proves I really tried.
You did try
And
for a
I
month.
failed.
You tried for a month.
The shin splints were too much.
They were not good for you.
No.
And we were stretching and all the rest of it.
We were.
We were trying to make sure. Yeah.
And I just hate it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is PTSD from the military.
I think
That
so.
too.
You just don't like, you can't get over the fact that it was possibly there.
There was a stretch I was doing it outside. I was putting effort into it. The last time I tried doing it, like I embraced the PTSD.
Yeah.
And so in my ears, I was playing like
Military.
the cadences and stuff.
Yeah,
We're not the army. I was doing all of that. Yeah, exactly. And I would try and count with it. And yeah, that lasted a week.
Yeah, I bet it did.
It did even that.
So one of the reasons why we're avoiding the rest of this is, one, I have like 15 stories up here. All of them are fine.
No, they're all good.
They're all fine.
This one I'm not a fan of. And because
We do need to talk about it, though.
We do, because there is only one reason why this is happening.
Yep.
Only one reason.
Absolutely only one single reason why we see this name in the news of their own accord.
And doing this
and doing
particular
something.
thing. Former President Donald Trump announced Tuesday that he is traveling to the U.S.-Mexico border as President Joe Biden's border crisis has continued to worsen, and Vice President Kamala Harris has repeatedly avoided traveling to the area.
Yes.
There is only one reason
Only one.
that he is going there now, out of the blue.
In the past, he could have been there for the past like 6 months.
Here, but not even just that. No. Like, he's done. His job as president is over. He has no reason to be there.
He's not there.
The only reason he is going down there now, after arguably what has been, and other than what people have tried to throw at him in the media, other than a 6 month
Stint of being quiet.
of a blackout for him,
Yeah.
to suddenly appear and in the middle of what is a deemed a crisis
Yep.
and something of national security and everything else,
He's
the
gonna
man
run
is
again.
running again.
He's going to run again. And it's going to be a 4-year-long campaign.
Which
Well,
won't be
3.5.
hard.
It's going to be a 3.5.
All
year
he's
campaign.
and the best part is technically all he has to do
is
is
point out the wrong.
he just has to do this.
Yeah.
Little
Actually,
things,
you're right. Yeah.
not say hardly anything, just show up and just look and
this
and
didn't
that's
happen when
it.
I was president.
He don't even have to again. He don't even have to say that. You
Yeah,
just
everybody
show
else
up.
is going to, though.
But that's what I'm saying. Everyone else will speak for him.
Right. That's the point.
And when you have the situation like Biden did at G7,
where he literally flubbed everything. Jesus.
Between those two, just him popping up at random places of issues and being able to have a speech here, I'm telling you,
Joe Biden's handlers.
if he doesn't run, if Donald Trump isn't running again, if I'm wrong, the only other reason why he's doing this is to just scare the dog snot out of the left. That's the only reason why he's doing it. Is the epic of trolls.
He's either trolling the most epic troll for the next 3.5 years, starting right now.
Starting now.
Or
He's campaigning. Starting now.
Starting right now.
Quote, I have accepted the invitation of the Texas Governor, Greg Abbott, to join him on the official visit of our national's disseminated southern border on Wednesday. That would be June the 30th.
Yeah.
The Biden administration inherited from me the strongest, safest, and most secure border in U.S. history.
Yeah.
In mere weeks, they've turned it into the single worst border crisis in U.S. history.
That I can't disagree with.
Yeah, I can't. It's an unmitigated disaster zone.
Very true. Very true.
If this weren't bad enough, Biden and Harris won't even tour the scenes of the wreckage they created or come down to visit with the Border Patrol and ICE heroes risking their lives to defend our nation at the time when the White House is doing everything it can to make their jobs totally impossible.
Politics, 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 politic troll, politic.
Continuing on, what Biden and Harris have done and are continuing to do on our border is a grave and willful dereliction of duty. My visit will hopefully shine a spotlight on these crimes against our nation and show the incredible people of ICE and Border Patrol that they have our unshakable support. End quote.
Politic,
Politic,
Troll.
campaign speech,
troll.
troll. It's
We're okay. Once again, we didn't vote for him.
no, I couldn't.
Yeah, you couldn't. But
Well,
even
no,
if you
first time I didn't.
Right.
Second time I
you
couldn't.
Right, because of changing addresses and things
Yeah,
like
and
that.
I
Good job. Yeah, you
was
forgot.
kind of in the middle of a divorce. Like the last thing I needed to worry about at that point was,
Yeah,
am I
yeah.
registered properly?
Right. Yeah. And I mean, I get it. Just like still a free slug over on the Twitters, won't lie. Trolling the leftist is a fun thing.
Oh no, it is.
It's a very fun hobby to have.
It doesn't help anything, no.
It's very difficult, especially when you're as well known
As it, yeah. Well, I was gonna say, yeah,
as a former president.
yeah. When you're someone like Donald Trump,
It's like if George Bush was out there trolling, which I don't know how he could because
He can't.
Man can't even string a sentence together. Well, he could.
okay. Here's
Okay,
the, oh, you just made me think of
That
this.
is the funniest thing. All right, George W. Bush,
I think you're going where I'm going.
known in infamy for never being able to say a sentence,
Making up words and whatnot.
making up words and all the rest of it, was actually a relatively smart
That's
individual.
what I was getting ready to say after the
Yeah.
whole G7 thing. Like, he
Yeah.
is no longer the dumbest appearing president ever.
It's not just that. It's he actually was smart. He just couldn't handle the pressure of
he couldn't
being
articulate it.
He couldn't handle pressure
Yeah.
of being in front of the camera.
No, and I get that.
That made him shut down.
I mean, again, it makes sense. I just,
And you know what? Everybody has their issue. Apparently, Joe Biden, it's living.
we all have our difficulties in life,
Joe Biden is living.
our hurdles that we must clear.
Also, his son.
That's just, ugh.
That's a hurdle he had to clear.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where you just. I have jokes I could say about
Yeah,
that, but
yeah,
I'm
you
not
do.
going to
Nope.
because they're not neither appropriate or polite. And
Right.
so-
Well, I mean, polite is neither here nor there. But anyway.
no, I'm just saying.
Well, and one of the other things is just the fact that most Americans blame Biden for everything that's been happening, especially
good.
economically.
They should.
And they have.
They should.
According to the Travolcker?
The Vulcan what?
The Travolcker?
You mean the no,
Trafalgar?
the Vulcan what?
This
is a Star Trek thing?
Trafalgar? Is that it? Trafalgar?
Sure.
Sure. Group. I don't know. People.
They're distant cousins to Klingons.
Yes, they are. They really are. And I don't understand why, unless that's a person's last name, why can't you make your group's name something relatively easy to pronounce?
It probably is, and
But
we
it's
just don't
spelled
know.
weird.
Yeah, it probably is. It probably.
Trafalgar Group.
No.
They had a nationwide issue survey. It said 39% of Americans hold the commander-in-chief responsible for the rising inflation in comparison to 17.7% during President Trump and 14.4% to Congress.
How are you going to point at the ex-president and say it's his fault? He's not in office anymore.
Because the line that always comes out is if it's a boom, it's the current president's fault. If it's a bust, it's the previous president's fault. No matter what happened during the time when they were president.
No, I know, and they gave all the credit to Obama when Trump was in,
Right.
even though it clearly wasn't.
Yes.
Again, it's anything to vilify him.
Right. Anything to make him look bad. Representing 39.3% and 35.6% of the participants, respectively, Democrats slightly outnumber Republicans in the survey. Among the Democrat respondents, 27.3% blamed Trump for inflation. However, 21.5% blamed Joe Biden.
Wow, that's
Of Democrats. Republicans had a 64-6 spread.
Well, that's a party thing,
Yeah.
sadly.
Independents overwhelmingly said that Joe Biden was the driving force behind the inflation currently. For those without a party affiliation, 35.5 hold Biden accountable.
As they should.
Anyway, the poll was published in the United States economy as the U.S. economy sees its highest inflation rates over a decade. Year over year, inflation of consumer goods climbed 5% in May. For producer goods?
Yeah.
What? Producer goods.
Yes. Keep reading.
Producer
I'll
goods.
show you.
All right, thank you. For producer goods, year over year, inflation is 6.6%, the largest increase since the Department of Labor's records even began.
Helps if I can spell.
Yeah. Producer goods. Is that like the main?
Also called intermediate goods and economic goods, and manufactured and used to further manufacturing.
Oh, yeah. So, all
So
the goods
basically,
used-
people who make
all
bolts.
the goods to all the goods used to make other things.
Yeah, bolt
okay,
guys.
okay.
The bolt making company.
Products.
Yeah. No.
Anything
No.
used to make products. The
Yeah,
consumables.
Like the guys who, like literally, who make screws,
Yeah.
or the guys who make
Yeah.
washers.
Screws, fasteners, washers.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whatever has helped to make
Yeah.
something else down the road. Yeah.
That grew 6.6%, which is a lot. Top officials within the Biden administration indicates that they are willing to tolerate higher inflation as a consequence of the president's ambitious spending agenda.
Oh my.
As Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen,
Who? What? No, don't do that. The baby's sleeping.
I said as Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen
I can't.
informed staff upon her appointment, the administration is willing to use federal expenditures as means to address reported social ills. Indeed, she says, the reason I went from academia to government is because I believe economic policy can be a potent tool to improve society. We can and should use it to address inequalities, racism, and climate change. Yellen, who previously served as chair for the Federal Reserve, marked that any inflation from the Biden spending is likely to the transitory period.
I love how the things that they want to change, only people who can change that are the individuals. And does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like racism. The only way racism is going to stop is if one individual decides inside that they're not going to be racist anymore.
And that has to happen.
The only
all
reason
around.
why equality or equity and all this other crap that they keep pushing, the only reason that's going to work is if somebody decides, I'm going to be fair. All of it has to be done by the individual in that situation, not by government mandate.
Yeah. Forced law does not make things fair.
I like that. We need to make that a shirt.
Really?
Forced law does not
does not make things fair.
does not a fair society make.
I could see that.
I like that.
I could see that.
It's a little wordy, but
It is wordy, but I mean,
I like the whole.
we can
doing it
have
backwards.
we can have the old guy with the goofy hat, the one like
Oh yeah,
we could do that one and put it
Yeah.
as a meme. There, yeah,
I could do that. That's pretty good.
I think we can.
I like for some reason I just like it the backwards. The whole does not a good society make.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
there's
but
not an equal society.
It makes it sound more pretty.
Right. Much more pretties.
It's more classy.
More classics.
Hold the pinky thumb up kind
That's
of.
right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway,
This goes on and on and on. But basically, inflation is going up, and people understand that it's probably Biden's fault for a lot of it.
Still a free slug over on Twitter. So Yellen went from academia to politics because she knows better than you on how you should live.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's right. And she wants to prove it by forcing you.
Because you weren't in academia and economics.
Right?
You have no idea.
You didn't do
You
that.
didn't do what she did.
You didn't know what she knows.
So
Yeah.
she knows.
The Knights Who Say Knee over there on the Twitters. In all fairness, we didn't start printing money like it doesn't impact the economy. The day that Biden took office, there's blame all around. Is what
Oh,
he's
no,
saying.
absolutely.
There's blame all around. If we start printing money while we're printing money, it's still going to cause inflation all over the place.
No, it will. And Trump was just as bad about it.
Yeah, he was definitely bad about his spending.
Yeah.
His spending habits were just as bad as any Democrat.
But the fact of the matter is it everything is kind when you go in, like, at least giving Trump credit.
Mm-hmm.
At least he had turned around and had things in motion that would turn around and kind of
Counterbalance?
kind of
A little bit?
replenish it a little bit. I mean,
little bit?
it still would be a deficit, but at least it was something coming in.
Right.
Keystone Pipeline. Let's start there. Yeah, I know we got blocked. I don't care. Well,
CBS blocked our video.
which is dumb because we commentated on it, and I'm going to argue that. But anyway, but the point is, like, there was stuff in place like Keystone Pipeline that
Right.
would have offset it a little bit. Now, it wouldn't be exact. It doesn't, negate it, and it wasn't a wash.
Right.
But at least it was something.
Yeah.
It was you're getting something in exchange for it. Whereas Biden comes in and goes, oh, not only are we just going to keep blowing money till like there's no tomorrow, but we're going to get rid of things like the Keystone Pipeline.
Right.
Forget all of these things that would keep, actual inflation from skyrocketing.
Mm-hmm.
We're ripping the Band-Aid off. It no longer, okay, so here he is. The man is wounded on the battlefield and he is hemorrhaging, and someone has put a tourniquet to stop the bleeding. Still seeping out. It's still bleeding, but
Right.
at least it's not so bad.
Right.
And Biden comes along and goes, oh, you don't need this anymore. I put a Band-Aid on it, and just pulls the tourniquet off, and it just goes
And everything
squirts
dies.
all in his face, and
Right.
away he goes going, I've done a good deed because that is a Mickey Mouse Band-Aid, sir.
Yes.
And that's it. And
Here's a Mickey Mouse Band-Aid for you. And for you.
here's a Power Rangers for you, and Scooby-Doo for you.
And Mighty Mouse for you.
Nobody does Mighty Mouse anymore.
Joe Biden does.
He still has the originals.
That's what I'm
box
saying.
somewhere.
Right.
I can't understand why these damn things don't stick.
Here I come to save the day.
Mighty Mouse. Yeah, I used to watch that too.
Awesome.
I imagine Biden sitting in his chair on Saturday morning going, I wonder if that coyote's ever going to get that bird.
That darn roadrunner.
He didn't even know it was a road runner. He just knows it's a bird.
That darn ostrich. I wonder if he's ever going to guess that ostrich.
That's a really fast pelican.
I thought flamingos were pink.
You think that dog? That's probably what he does. Exact thing quote is probably entered through that house at some point. You wonder if that dog's ever gonna get that flamingo.
I can't handle it.
Bless his heart. I mean,
Bless him.
he was probably really sharp back in the day.
No, he wasn't.
I mean,
No, he wasn't.
he must have been to have lasted 45 years.
No,
and
he wasn't.
he had to have had something that was sharp in 45 years of office.
A pencil,
And-
maybe.
And it must have helped him. He had
No, he was okay. He was he was good at lying and never giving up on
I
the
didn't
lie.
say it was anything good. I said
Okay.
he had to have been sharp about
It's
something
not
in order
sharp,
to.
though.
It
he
is.
he was dull It's just the fact that he was dull and also lying about everything.
I mean, however you want to slice it.
Nobody paid him attention because he was so boring. That's how he stayed.
The hell was that guy? He was the Harry Reid of
Yeah.
Connecticut or
He's
wherever.
Mr. Cellophane over here. Like was in Pennsylvania politics for 35, almost 40 years.
He walks in and goes, I'm here, and walked out again.
And basically, like he blatantly lied to his people when he got elected the first time.
Still,
He was already balding.
still a free slug over on Twitter. Biden wants to know why he can't get Nemo and Dreamland stickers. Oh, it's funny.
Yep.
Yeah. Poor old Biden.
Yep.
You have to pray for the man because
That's about all you can do.
he could get seriously hurt walking upstairs.
Yep.
We know. We've seen it happen.
happen.
It's real. The video's there. It's all here. There's Ron.
Yeah, we know. We know. Just let him know. Let him know exactly what happened. We were commenting on a on the Colbert video. And played a clip. Late Night with Stephen Colbert.
I don't know how to spell Colbert. I don't want to try, so.
Colbert.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. It's really Colbert. Yeah. Stephen.
Oh, is it Finn?
It's Stephen.
Is it Stefan?
It's Stephen.
Okay.
Stephen Colbert.
Oh, that's right. It's the sophisticated thing.
Yeah. Hey, smart. Start. Start. John, start. Has he seen it?
This is Defenders Live.
So the Ron over there on the face, over there on the Mojo 50 El Jefe is letting us know that we got blocked on.
We
on
already
all-
knew.
We all on Facebook. We already knew, but yeah, they blocked us for the same reason that we said we were going to get blocked, which was, you know, hey, we're going to play this video and we're going to comment on it, and they're going to block it because we're using their video.
Which is dumb because according to the standards and stuff, as long as you
Claim where it's from,
yeah,
who it
we
is.
claim where it's from, we said where it's from, we're going to provide links and all that, just like all that's done, and you're not just playing it in a way to replay it.
Yeah.
Like you're commenting on it, you're updating, you know, you're
Yeah.
whatever you want.
You're adding
Opinionating it,
information.
You're adding information, whatever, opinions, whatever. You can do that. But
Yes.
for some reason, they still will decide they want to block it anyway.
Right. Well, that's Facebook for you. It's the algorithm or whatever. It's like, hey, these guys are obviously they're flagged. We're flagged. We've been flagged. So that's just what it is. It's fine, but that's okay. I mean, things happen. We'll deal with it later.
You could appeal it.
We could, and we probably will.
Let's see if Ron will do it or not.
Maybe. Do. Anyway. So,
Sorry, I'm
no, you're fine.
finishing up the combos with the boss
You're
man.
good. You're good. So,
anyway.
I got a question for you.
Sure.
I think we called this.
Probably did.
I think we called this, and
We always do.
I want to point it out here
Sure.
just a little bit. In the latest setbacks for those seeking an increase in the federal minimum wage, Amazon has announced that it will be opening its first full-sized, fully operational grocery store.
Oh, good. I don't know how I would feel about going. Like, would it feel weird walking into an Amazon store?
No, it's actually pretty cool. They have one at the mall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't go anywhere. I
It's
don't like
it's called like 3 stars and up or something.
Is it?
And so it's
Okay.
It's stuff that's been rated off of Amazon that's got 3 stars or more.
Because I was going to ask, how do you stock those shelves? Like,
You
they
actually
sell everything.
Yeah. Well, at that store specifically, they stock it based on ratings.
Oh.
So the most popular things in demand right then and there that are gadgets and gizmos and etc. They keep that.
Okay, that
in
makes
store.
sense.
And so that's what they do there. And actually, it's pretty cool. You can walk around and physically look at the stuff without like buying it immediately, which is nice because you don't normally get the chance.
Yeah, not with Amazon. No, I know there's other stores like that around the country. I've never been in one.
Yeah, so that's like that. But this is going to be a grocery store.
That's going to be weird too.
Yeah, fully operational grocer from Amazon.
Which again, I know they do that, but it's just still
they do food delivered to your door and all the rest of
weird.
it. Yeah,
Are they going to have their own Amazon brand stuff then?
probably.
Is
Well, so like they're in conjunction with like Whole Foods and stuff a lot. So
No, I know, but Whole Foods is their own thing.
yeah,
Like,
but Whole Foods also has their own separate brand, and they could probably make a separate brand. For
but that's what I'm saying.
Amazon.
Like, is it going to be Amazon brand
Yeah.
Fruit Loops or whatever?
Because I can go right now. I can go to Whole Foods and I can buy stuff from Whole Foods and then use my Amazon login and get a discount.
Okay.
Just like you have your MVP card.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can scan a barcode on your thing that says Whole Foods. Beep.
Huh. I did not know that.
It's the thing. That's
I
what they do.
guess.
Anyway, so
But they're opening up a store.
they're opening up a store.
Cool.
Now, here's the point. It's going to be completely cashierless.
So the entire thing is
Yep.
self-checkout.
Cashierless checkout technology in Washington State. The Amazon Fresh store will utilize what the big tech giant has dubbed, quote, just walk out.
Oh,
technology.
okay. I've heard something about
Yeah,
this
this is really
before.
cool, right?
Where basically you walk in
Everything is an has
as a QR code.
No, it does not. No. It's got QRs. Yeah, QR codes that they can scan, but the QR codes also have an RFID.
Well, no, I got that, but that's what I'm saying. Like, basically, you walk in, it's either your phone or something to that nature,
And
and
you
you
go,
literally just beep it, and it tallies it up to your stuff, and you don't even actually technically pay. You just walk the hell out
And
the
the
door.
moment you walk out, it clicks. and
Yeah, it
says,
run. It
that's
goes.
what you
Oh,
bought."
here was everything inside your
cart,
cart, and
your physical cart.
the only like I can handle that. Okay, I can
Yeah.
handle that.
Actually, that would be awesome.
That
Minus the fact that you didn't have any bags, so you'd have to bring your bags.
and that's fine. I'm okay with this whole self checkout.
Automated self checkouts.
The thing like at the grocery store, I hate them.
they're,
I hate
they're
them.
terrible, but they work.
No.
for
Well, I
some,
know
but
they
still.
work, and I use them quite often.
Yeah.
But I hate them because I am doing the work of what used to be an employee. And I'm not getting a benefit. I'm not getting a discount. Prices haven't gotten down. Hell, they've gone up.
Yeah.
But I'm doing this work. Like, I'm sorry, the whole point, if you get technical, and I know this sounds, hashtag first world problems. I got that. But if you have the luxury of walking into a grocery store or a convenience store or a department store or whatever and purchasing things that you yourself cannot make, cannot get your hands on, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, then you should be getting the benefit of service. You know, you're paying them for the product,
Yeah.
for the ability to store the product and everything else. If I have to do part of the job, which is the cashing it out and bagging it, and you still have to stop for them to,
Scan it and do
put that little whatever. I don't know what the hell they're circling on my receipt.
But whatever it is.
I don't know why they're circling my receipt.
right.
Because I don't ever keep that receipt. So I don't know what you're wasting ink as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But I'm doing somebody's
You're 5
job.
steps from you're 5 steps from the outside door at that point. Like, what are you circling?
Yeah, you look at my 3 things and go, oh, okay, no, that's right. And then walk away. Okay, Columbo, you're doing fine. I don't like the fact that I'm doing work for that, I grew up, as dumb as it sounds, when I was a kid, I had a job as a bagger at a grocery store.
Yeah.
I didn't qualify to ever make cashier.
What?
I didn't. I went from bagging to
Stock.
Close to the produce department.
Nice.
And then it was me and one other guy, and he was the manager. So that by default made me the assistant manager.
Nice.
Yeah. I didn't get a pay bump or nothing like that, but I got to at least walk around and say I'm the assistant
At a very
manager.
young age,
I was
it's
16.
nice. Yeah, at a really young age,
Yeah.
it makes you feel good.
But I'm just saying, like that's job. Like I was 16. I need, it helped me out. I helped pay for my insurance for my car and gas and every little, all the little things I was breaking into the world and blah blah blah. You're taking that away now, and all because people are, well, if we had $15, if we had $70, if we had $20 an hour minimum wage, then my life would be so much better.
No, it wouldn't.
And nobody, including Miss Academia Yellen, who, knows
Who?
all this.
Sorry.
Yellen.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Who does all these things, these people who know more than you do about economics apparently don't know enough to know that when you raise the wage like that on somebody, then the cost has to be pulled from somewhere.
Right. It's going to go somewhere.
The extra is coming from somewhere, whether that's the product or the buildings or what. Like somebody is going to take a hit. You can't. The world that we know, that we exist in, you cannot have something without taking it from something else. We cannot create, as the definition of the word create, to make from nothing. We can't do that. We have to take from this spot and this spot, which puts a deficit in those spots, and you make something new. Is that, nice? Is that convenient? Is that great? Yes, but eventually you run out.
Yeah.
And that's just how this is, just so stupid. Homeschooler, okay? I'm a effing homeschooler.
Right.
Who failed math like twice.
Right.
And I know this.
Yes.
How is it that people that walk around here every day go, no, this $17 an hour is a great idea? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know.
Well, for all those people that think $17 to $20 an hour is a great idea for minimum wage.
Jerry Jones is pissed right now. That's all I'm saying.
all you're
and it's not
saying.
because he's in hell.
That's-
It's because he's like, well, damn, if I'd have waited a little bit longer, I could have got more than 900 people.
yeah.
Sorry.
Because basically that's it.
I just went real dark and
So-
ugly real quick. I'm sorry.
Amazon's doing this.
Good for Amazon. I do want to go check out that Amazon
you know-
for real.
you
I
know,
didn't know they
over
had
at-
it. Where's it? You said Crabtree?
No. Oh, no, the store that
Yeah.
we have?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at Crabtree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
It's so where the Apple store used to be. Next to the food courts.
Oh. Which is perfect because I like the food.
Yeah, so you get the food court, you walk in for the like you go to the pizza place.
Yeah.
Sabaros.
Yeah.
And then you walk down that little hallway, and there's like the jewelry
and then
place, the
and
shoe
the
place.
Yeah.
Right
Game
across.
store's over on the side.
Yeah, right across from the jewelry store, and
Yeah, I know where you're at. I know the old Apple
Yeah.
building or Apple store. I know where that's at.
Yeah.
Because I had to go in there a couple times.
Because the Apple store is now on the other side.
I know. Because they have their own freaking wing now.
Yeah, they do. It's
'Cause
huge.
That's the people who who's taken over the malls now. It's Apple and Best Buy.
Yeah, that's it.
They kind
And
of-
Best Buy sucks.
I
They really do.
used to love Best Buy.
I did too, but they suck.
They do
Like,
now.
They're really expensive.
They do now. There was a stretch there when phones were starting to go.
Oh no, we'd always do like the Best Buy mobile.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. When back
We
in the
always
day,
did that
when
because
it-
they had the features where you could buy it, and then when new phones came out, you could trade it, and it wouldn't hurt your account.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that's part of it, but
Yeah.
then it was that weird transition from the time when it was just kind of the bricks, up until about a couple of years ago. They still do it, but it's not near as cool as
Oh,
it was
it's
back
not,
then.
yeah.
But yeah, they would. One of the things you could walk in there and do is tell them, "Hey, I want X phone, and I'm on this carrier." And they would go in and do everything. They would give you discounts. The store would already make things cheaper. They would already deduct all this crap out the gate.
Yeah, right off the bat.
And they would do all this stuff for you.
Yep. And then they'd be like, "Hey, if you pay for this plan right here,
Yeah.
you can get your phone replaced."
Yep.
You could go in 2 years when your contract is up.
Yep.
You can immediately come here and you can get a brand new phone for free.
Yep. They don't
Because
do
we
that
guarantee
now, but
we guarantee the trade in up to X amount of dollars.
they quit doing that
Yeah, because it was costing them too much
because
money.
everybody was going to Apple.
right.
And they're like,
iPhones
holy
are really
crap, I'm
expensive.
spending $1,000 a phone. No, we
No,
can't do
can't do
that.
that, yeah.
Sorry.
sorry guys.
Still a free slug over on Twitter. Oregon is going to try to pass $17 an hour minimum wage across the state this year.
Uh-huh.
I might not fight this one. Businesses are already fleeing Portland and Eugene. I mean that's kind of there's a point where, and it's a hard spot to find. It's a very small kind of a window, but there's a point where you should stand, you should fight, you should say what's right, and then on the other hand, there's a time where you should just kind of go, okay.
Yep.
And give them
Let it
enough
happen.
rope to hopefully hang themselves,
Right.
and obviously not literal because
No, yeah, please don't hang
I don't
yourself,
want
really.
that.
It's
But
not-
you,
we don't want that.
as the analogy said, you let them get to a point where everything's destroyed. The problem with it is the way society is now.
Mm-hmm.
There's no accountability. So even if they turn around and everything goes completely belly up, they're going to find somebody else to blame. It's going to be somebody else's fault. Nothing.
Yep.
We did like communism would work if I just did it right.
If they just did it the right way,
Yeah, exactly.
if we had the right person in office, it'd be great.
That's how it would all go.
Yeah.
And it's just so stupid.
Right. Well, speaking of making sure that everybody has their heads on straight and that you're blaming people the right way, I think you should.
Should you blame people the right way?
Yeah, you're blaming people the right way. I think you should read this one.
You want me to?
Yeah. Unless you want me to.
A Massachusetts public school district is reportedly encouraging its students to turn in their peers and teachers over any speech infractions that might indicate an inherent bias.
How do you feel about that?
Hello, welcome to Germany. This is the Holland and this is Poland. What we want you to do is turn on your neighbors. We don't want them to be thinking for themselves. We want you to turn around and think as we say.
Basically, yes.
This is Germany, circa 1935. No, actually, this is more like 32 or
31.
32. Yeah.
Yeah. This is in Massachusetts.
I'm not surprised. Well, the only thing, administrators at Massachusetts Wellesley.
That is, you actually said
I
that
know, I
correctly.
did.
Wellesley.
I know. I had to,
You stopped yourself because you thought you said it wrong
because
on
my
purpose.
brain was reading it as Wesley,
Yeah.
and it is as Wellesley.
But you said it right.
I know I did.
You did
but
a good job.
my brain kept, my eyes were reading it as Wesley, and I'm like, that's not right. I'm seeing Wellesley. Anyway, the Massachusetts Wellesley public schools are reportedly, quote, encouraging students and staff to file complaints against one another for telling rude jokes, referring to the China virus, quote unquote, and committing microaggressions or other incidences of bias.
So basically, what they're saying is anybody that looks, sounds, or even remotely gives off the vibe of being conservative.
I mean, that's the
gist.
The gist of it.
Yeah.
It's very much a, you can have free speech as long as you think and say what we tell you to say.
Right. It's as free as we want it to be.
It is as free as it can possibly be inside this little circle.
You used to live in a big box.
That's
Now you live in a little box.
that's like saying you have free range chicken, but they're fenced into the yard.
They are free range.
They are free range, just a very small range.
Right.
It's not the same.
Oh, home on the range.
No, I just you think free range chicken. You just don't walk. That's thinking about an old comic used to say that. It was what, Bill Engvall or something. He's like, you don't go out on the prairie and see just the massive herds of chickens. It just doesn't happen. In its reporting, the outlet cited documents of the district's Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion.
Glad they have that place.
Me too. Which nonprofit group Parents Defending Education recently released. The documents detail the district's policy on, quote, responding to incidences of bias or discrimination, end quote, and also features slides. For those of you that are just stupid.
Sorry, what?
They have slides.
Slides.
Slides. When was the last time you've ever been around like a slide or a slide projector? Do you remember those irritating things? Yeah. If you please look at the next slide. I hate those things. I swear. And then they put you right next to the damn thing.
Yeah.
You walk out, your ears bleeding.
And mainly it's because of the fan. That's
Between that and every time that shifted, it didn't sound like it was going just moving. There was some force behind it. It
was mechanical there.
That was a mechanical aggression.
Somebody put some extra
That
oomph in that
machine
gear.
was angry.
Yeah. It was old, is what it was.
Quote, the Wellesley policy states that, quote, discrimination based on ancestry, race. Hold on, I want to pause there for a moment. On ancestry?
Ancestry, yeah.
That's new.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Jew.
Yes, it is.
Jew.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying any discrimination, the EOE is thing, and I'm going by EOE. I know it's
Right. Yeah.
but I guess it's the one I've seen most of. All of the discrimination things,
Race, color, and sexual orientation.
yeah, and even the identity thing is kind of a new bit, but ancestry now.
Yeah.
Do you realize that by that definition, you couldn't technically make fun of anybody because everybody has some kind of
Changed in their ancestry. Now, here's the other deal. With that adding in, that tells you exactly where they're headed themselves.
exactly that was the other direction I was going with that too.
Yeah. Ancestry. Wait a second. Is that why you guys wanted all of us to do those ancestry.coms and ancestry?
Kind of makes
1, 2,
sense that the
3s
whole
and
here, take this cotton swab down back of your throat
and figure out
send it to
what
us.
you are. Because
Yeah.
it's great. You get to figure out all of your family and where everybody's from and all the rest of it.
Yep.
Nope.
But anyway, they states that discrimination based on ancestry, race, color, gender identity, sexual orientation, religion, national origin, disability,
Yeah.
or any other state or federally protected category is not tolerated.
At all.
None.
No.
Incidences of bias are defined as, quote, it is a biased conducted speech expression that is an impact but may not involve criminal actions,
Exactly what Dylan's doing, except for a terrible job at it.
but demonstrates the conscious and unconscious biases that targets an individuals of groups that are part of a federally protected class.
See, I know you're going for is
I-
the Hans and Franz.
I was trying, but I drifted
You're
into
drifting.
Japanese for
Yeah.
a second.
For just
I know.
to just
I caught that too.
But you're
I've
trying.
okay.
You're trying to do the. We're going to pump. You are.
It was a bad Austrian. No, I'm listening to Man in a High Castle, the audiobook.
Oh yeah.
And so the guy who does it is just as bad.
Oh God.
Like he's
Really bad.
Mr. Yamaguchi. Okay. Suddenly is talking like this with and then it goes back to
Yeah.
Actually, he's got the Japanese side of it pretty well down. It's the when he's
German.
doing the German, it suddenly goes from Zaten to you got to go to the room.
Okay.
Do not read a book. Anyway,
Okay.
further, the group reported that students are encouraged to report any related incidences, including, quote, any concerning patterns of biased behavior to administrators or, you're going to love this, trusted adults, quote unquote. Define trusted.
Who's trusted adults?
Who defines what trusted is?
What are trusted adults?
And again, and who defines it?
Yeah.
Who defines what trusted is?
Oh, they're the ones that don't actually have kids.
You mean all the academias who step out of academia?
Yeah. The ones that don't have kids, but also aren't teachers because they actually hate kids.
Yes. We cannot properly corrupt them, so I'm going to stay as far away
Those
as
are
I can.
trusted adults.
Those are guidance counselors. Quote, reports of any concerning behavior may be made anonymously. That's a nice little caveat. Not caveat,
Anonymously.
but it can be anonymous now, so
can
you
be
don't have to know. One training slide, which still makes me giggle, according to the group, explained that, quote, telling rude jokes, end quote, that, quote, mock a protected group in person or through any electronic device, end quote, is a bias-based incident that ought to be reported. Other instances reportedly include using slurs, imitating someone with a disability, or imitating someone's cultural norm or language. You mean like I was doing this with the z's instead of the tis?
Or if I close my eyes and start to waddle, do this number back and forth.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Hey, should not have a sense of humor.
Right.
That's all this is. This is examples of microaggression. Because remember, those were so big before, and they're making a comeback. They got the band back together. It's a new tour.
Oh, that's good.
Also include phrases such as sit down. Y'all, hold on.
And sit down, guys.
You need, if you're not sitting, sit down. If you're driving, please be safe. You might want to pull over. Okay?
By the way, microaggressions, they were definitely fronted by Izzo. It makes perfect sense.
Oh, the whole micro thing, yeah.
And aggression.
And aggression. That was the name of the high school band he was a part of. And
Right. He was the front lead.
he was.
Uh-huh. Nobody could see him.
Microaggression. If you're pulled over, if you're just put whatever cup down. Don't be handling children.
Yeah,
and that's
nope, nothing. Okay.
Microaggression is also included in phrases such as, quote, my principal is so crazy, end quote.
That's a microaggression.
It's a
micro.
I'm literally speechless at this.
It's a microaggression.
Or referring to COVID-19 as the, quote, China virus.
No, it's you got to be more specific. It's the
Wuhan
virus.
Wuhan. Discipline for related offenses include, but are not limited to. I tried to be dramatic about this. Detention, suspension,
Yeah.
other restorative responses that require them to acknowledge their responsibility and minimize its impact. So it you're going to get either detention,
Yeah.
suspension,
Yeah.
or basically put through a redoctrination
Yes.
to the point where you have to sit there and not only apologize, but go through some kind of BS to where it quote, minimizes its impact. Nicole Neely, president and founder of the President's Defending Education, wrote on Monday an editorial piece of the Real Clear Education regarding that what she says is the indoctrination of K through 12 students.
No.
The program of concern, which she says is sweeping the country, is the aforementioned bias response team. Do they have uniforms and badges and
It's funny that you say that. Still a free slug over there on the Twitters. In German, trusted adult translates to Stasi.
Oh, good.
East German, to be exact.
Oh, that is wonderful.
That is right.
Wunderbar.
Yeah, B from the SAV. Sounds like Hans from Beverly Hills Cop. I agree.
It's so wonderful. You so love it. It fits you. You're so sexy.
You're so cute.
Quote, it should surprise nobody that these programs have become weaponized in recent years,
Yeah.
Neely wrote. But to a growing number of K through 12 administrators, that chilling isn't a bug, it's a feature. And it's why they're spreading. She noted that Massachusetts Wellesley's public school isn't the only district promoting such programs. You'll be shocked to know that, quote, in California, the Acalanes Union High School District maintains an online portal for students to report incidents of harm, acts of racism, bias, sexism, microaggressions, etc.
Right.
In Massachusetts, Wellesley's public school system maintains a policy on responding to bias-based incidences.
Right.
Which lists include telling rude jokes, using a slur or insult towards a student or their family as examples of bias-based behavior. Slides of a mandatory teacher training provides examples of microaggressions in a classroom, such as mispronouncing the name of the student,
Aaron,
scheduling tests, and project due dates on religious and cultural holidays.
If you don't care about any of this,
etc.
If you do not care about any of these things and all you want to do is enjoy your day and have a great time, maybe you should check out American Pride Roasters Coffee.
I was going to say come out to our 4th of July barbecue, but yes, American Pride Roasters Coffee at
American
8
Pride
p.m.
Roasters,
Yeah, that's where you go to get historically great coffee because it is guaranteed to make you swallow every single time you put it in your mouth.
Right.
Every time.
Every time.
Go to our website, doaeshow.com.
doaeshow.com.
Yes, check out the archives and the shop and everything else. Become a Defender with us. Go to mojo50.com. For some strange reason, they still keep us on here.
I have no idea why.
We want y'all to go stay over there and check them out. All the other great hosts and shows over there. Follow us on all the social medias at DOAE Show. Remember our 4th of July barbecue. Send us an email. Go to the website, Facebook, wherever else. Drop us a line. Let us know you're coming. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.